If it's not a mature friendship where people are still trying to hide things and really play those games, let it go and grow up. Like, you have to grow up. There's no other way.
If my friend has a fatty, she has a fatty.
Let that fatty
I'm not
go.
going to
What, dude?
deny it. Like
The boyfriends. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to The Boyfriends. You know what it is. We answer all your relationship questions, whether it is about girlfriends, cheating, the list goes on. It can be literally anything relationship related, the good, the bad. And today is a very special episode. We are answering your questions, the subscribers, just the followers of the show, fans out there. We are going to answer all the crazy or mild questions that you guys have asked us in the comments.
Episode 10.
Let's do this.
So the first question is coming from Gatlego. On some, hi guys, I have a question for you. Can you kindly tell me, let's say you as a guy having pang pang with the girl you like, and now during pang pang, who calls it pang pang?
I was thinking the same. Alright.
Now during pang pang as a guy tells the girl I love you. Is it real love or just Smith talking for the girl to come back for more? Please tell me. Yeah, loaded question. Kate, it's yours.
I knew you would. It really depends. It really depends. I don't think it's like there's one thing and then that's just the way it is. If it's a thing of if it's a one night stand, I don't know what you expect. You know what I mean? Then of course, I guess that dude is just feeling that emotion at that time that he feels like that's what he wants to say to you. You know what I'm saying? I guess during pang pang, a lot of people have different things to say. Maybe that guy, that's what he says during that thing. So I mean, if it's a one time thing, if it's like a one night stand, you just met this guy, or maybe it's like, you know what I mean, like first date type of thing, then I don't think it's a real thing. I don't think it's a real, but like if you've been like seeing the guy time and time again, you know what I mean, it might have slipped out. Maybe you wanted to say it beforehand, or maybe you were just working up to saying it and now emotions are high. So if it's that kind of circumstance, I don't think it's something you take as lightly as the one night stand thing.
But this is your crush.
Is it your crush?
Personally,
I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Personally, I don't think pang pang and love go together.
Can we not call it that? Eh?
I don't think they
it's
go
pang
together.
pang.
It needs pang pang needs to be separated from love because it can get very, very toxic, very manipulative when pang pang is being used with love, because now you might think that you're not loved if you don't get pang pang, or I don't know, things you can just be manipulated with anything that way, because I feel like love is a thing that you build gradually with someone when you get to know someone emotionally and just get to know their habits, how they treat you. That's when you can truly say you love someone and you know the feelings are reciprocated. That's where the love, I think, comes. Like it can add, like pang pang can feel like love, but you can love someone more because of the pang pang, but I don't think you love them because of pang pang. Because what if pang pang gets boring, or what if you don't get the pang pang? Does that mean the love does not exist? What if that person doesn't want to pang pang because of certain reasons? Now, does that mean, you see, what's it based off? You know, so basically when it comes to love is based off genuine connection and how you feel about someone outside of those things. Those things just add to the concoction.
It's like a cherry on top.
Yeah, it's a cherry on top, really. JB, I feel like you want to say something, bro.
I'm letting you know.
But basically all I'm saying is pang pang should not dictate on love at all. Let it be a separate thing. JB, what are you going to say?
Gatlego, I don't know if this is you've done this, or maybe you've experienced this. I don't know if you're a han or you're a guy.
I thought it was a guy at first, eh?
I also think that it's a guy, but
Because I thought it was a guy who said he loved someone. You know what? I don't know.
or maybe it's your friend. You know, it could be your friend. You're only saying that because it's your crush. You haven't achieved more than that. You know, achieve more than that.
That's actually very true.
You know, go achieve more than that. More than your crush. Go for the one that's beyond your crush.
Yeah.
That you think you cannot achieve. Then let's see if it's love then. You know what I mean? Let's
Actually, that's a good way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good way to measure if it's love or not.
Yeah.
Because when you've achieved someone more, you know when you actually I didn't care. Like it just kicks in. And it's like,
Exactly.
it was just infatuation or how I felt until you actually got someone better. Then it's like,
because with your crush, you have this image of them, there's this
pedestal.
obsession, and it's like, oh my goodness, this person is like absolutely perfect. I love them.
you'll see it for yourself.
No, you don't. I mean, you could, but nah.
Likely not.
But then if it's real love, then you want to go back and you want to really explore like where that will take you if you want to date. I don't know. Like I said, take your time when it comes to that stuff. Don't rush it. It's hectic. Take relationships seriously, but don't rely on pang for love.
Not on pang. Okay, next question we have from Mahadi. Shout out. What's your take on platonic relationships? Are they realistic?
No, they're not realistic. They're very problematic, especially if you're in a relationship, because there's insecurities that come into play. Maybe you, as my female friend, your boyfriend will have issues with our relationship because he wasn't there when we were still building that, you know, and he'll start to want to come in between us or give you ultimatums or cancel that relationship because they want you all to themselves and they just want to hold on to you. Also, intentions are also another really big thing, because you could be in a platonic relationship, but then you don't know what the other person's sort of thinking is. You could be in that relationship and be like, you know what, we just friends. But then deep down, they want to be as close to you as possible until that opportunity arises to be like, ish, okay, cool. I can now enter T or I can enter K, you know? You know? So for me, it's 8 times out of 10 it doesn't work. Very rarely does it work.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I want Kay to speak before I do.
Oh, because your opinion is like that.
Hey, man!
I agree with Jay 100%, especially with the 8 times out of 10. They only work if everybody is honestly on the same page. If everybody knows that this isn't serious, or if everybody is 100% happy with this triangle or whatever shape you got. Maybe you got a hexagon. You know what I'm saying? If everybody is 100% happy with that agreement, then it'll work. I think then it's like a business, right? For a well-oiled machine. If every cog that is placed within the engine is spinning all in unison, that's the only way it'll work. But like Jay said, very rarely is it the case, because some people will also lie about that just to get with you and then try underhandedly to convince you that, you know, like, nah, just come with me. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, yeah, I'm cool with it, and then turn it around to be like, nah, I'm gonna show him that this thing would work better if it was just me and this person. So it will only work if everybody consistently keeps that same mindset that you had in the beginning, honestly.
I would like to disagree. Well, like, I agree with points, but personally, I feel like they are realistic, you know, because you just have to be mature with your friends, you know, especially now. Let's say you've been friends with these people for a very long time, right? And honestly, nothing did pop off, nothing did arise. Like, honestly, you're not trying to let anything arise. And now, let's say you do get into a new relationship, right? Why am I throwing away genuine friendship? Like, I didn't want anything from you sexually. Everything, like, we chilled in the same bed, we didn't touch each other, right? And even now, just because I slept over at your place, whatever, right? I didn't do anything. That's how solid we are, right? And now, obviously, when you enter a new relationship, a lot of people are insecure these days because of obviously cheating and people doing the most and what. But the fact that it's like, I don't see like throwing away something I've built for a long time for someone that I'm also not sure about. Like, also because you date people and the next thing that ends and you kind of threw away your friendship just because of someone there. That time also that person could have, someone's been there to give you good advice, especially from, let's say, a female perspective, to help you understand, like, actually that's what's going on, give her time or what. I think like opposite sex friendships can be very healthy when they are like legit. If it's legit, because you know if it's legit and you know when it's not. Because already, if you, no, like, that's what I'm saying. If you want to respect your relationship, right, you know the signs of a woman that wants you. If she's already doing those things, like, dude, don't put yourself there. Like, because, like, you know, it's like, we have a little spark. Already, if you have a little spark with your friend, you shouldn't be friends with her.
You see, on that point, which is why I disagree with you strongly.
Strongly,
you know?
Yeah.
Is that in building these friendships,
yeah,
there's a window,
yeah,
of okay, cool, we strictly friends,
yeah,
or okay, maybe I could try my luck,
yeah,
or something,
yeah.
Within that window, it could last a few months, it could last a few days. They will, you know, try to make themselves the perfect thing,
but yeah,
with intention,
yeah,
with the intention of like, okay, cool, I can achieve you at at certain points or at any point. But the thing is, that window can close, but it also can be open at any point.
Okay,
you could be out with your friend.
Personally, I can't.
You don't know what they're thinking.
Me personally,
Maybe from you.
Yeah, I know. For me, no,
Yeah,
that's
from
what I'm
you,
saying.
sure.
For me, because once I see you as a friend, it's extremely hard to unsee you like that way. I can't. It's because it nearly feels like incestuous in a way. Like that's how disgusting it feels. Because it's like, dude, you were my friend.
I feel you.
Now I'm within pang with my friend. Personally, I couldn't, because like I would have had to have like that friends with benefits thing from jump and keep it there. But if we never went to that level, I can't be your friend. Like I literally can't. I can't like dip and dab. There's no ways I can do so much with you and then go to being friends. I would never, because I know what it's like on the other side. And if I enjoyed it on that other side, at the back of your head, when this person has a man, whatever it is, you're gonna be like, alright, man, like cool. Like not that you even want to do anything, but the fact that you were there like that and like you're happy for them, but it's like I'm always there as an option, you know. You experienced me in that light, so I would never want to open that gate with like my friendships, because it just changes the whole dynamics of my friendships. You know each other on that level, and for me personally, that's how you ruin a friendship. Like that's why I couldn't do it. So I personally believe that it can happen as long as certain lines have not been crossed, boundaries have always been respected, and even now transparency is 100% there. Like you shouldn't be talking to your friend sneaky, like no, if your friend wants to call you, like if it was your male friend calling you like at night, whatever, it should be the same with your female friend. If it becomes a problem where it's like your hand gets like, why is your female friend called? It's like no. Oh, I talk to my friends like
that's
this.
her problem.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's when it becomes a you problem and insecurity thing. I know if she had like male friends, I wouldn't have a problem if it was like a legitimate friendship. And that's the thing. You don't have to even hit me as like, oh, I have a friend. Nah, like that's your friend. It's cool. But if you have to start explaining things about how he's texting you, that's not your friend. If he's already like shady flirting, that's not your friend. You see what I'm saying? If you have to hide that stuff from me, if you hiding things from me, that is not your friend.
Then maybe I'm the problem.
You're the problem, I do. You see, that's what I'm saying.
problem.
That's what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is, it's possible if it's literally a mature friendship. If it's not a mature friendship where people are still trying to hide things and really play those games, let it go and grow up. Like you have to grow up. There's no other way.
If my friend has a fatty, she has a fatty.
Let that
I'm
fatty
not
go.
going to
What, dude?
deny it. Like how? Yeah, you know.
See, you are the problem.
That's what. I'm probably the problem.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is from Sanele, ne? Number 1 says, when it comes to knowing how much your partner earns, do you want to know, yay or nay, and how soon is too soon?
Yo, from the beginning.
You want to know from the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, like beginning being like the first 3 months. You know, like
Do you want the actual number or like just the range? Or like
a range is fine.
Okay.
Then as we continue dating, we can get
Okay,
deeper
so
into it. Because
eventually you want to know the actual number.
yeah, I need to know.
Personally, I would only want to know the more serious the relationship is getting, because like it's a personal thing, you know. Some people aren't comfortable like sharing how much they earn, you know. Some people feel some
But
type
there's
of way.
nothing wrong with that
No,
conversation.
you know, there's nothing wrong with it. Hear me out
Like
though.
zero.
Because I don't want, sometimes like I also need to know where you're at like mentally with your finances before.
Oh,
because next thing
mentally.
No. Because also like next thing you find out like, oh, I'm earning a lot. Next thing you're gonna think that I'm gonna start paying for a lot of things, right? Because some women start to think like that. For like just like, that's why even now, like I said, bro, act broke. Like sometimes you have to act broke sometimes. I need to know what level you are at. Can you handle your own finances? Then we'll speak about this. Because once I can say, it's like, cool, you earn an income, or is it a steady income? What type of income are you earning before we get, I don't know, build into it? Like, because I don't want to put pressure on, because I'm not in this thing for money at the same time. Like, I'm not in it for money. I don't want to be like, hey man, you got to be a rich hun to like mess with me, you know? But at the same time, I need to know, do you spend money frivolously and then expect someone to pick up the slack just because you know they can? And that's always my fear. It's like, I don't want to just pay for things just because I can. Are you financially responsible? Then I'll ask you, how much do you earn? Especially if I can see that, hey, things are not great. You have to start having mature.
So if things are great, you won't ask the question?
If things are great, I don't think I'll ask for a while until they get even more serious, me personally. Like, you're right. It's a good thing to ask from jump, you know? But I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I don't know, man. Some people are gold diggers, man. Some people are gold diggers. So I mean, in terms of asking from the beginning, I understand from the perspective of you wanna see if this person is with me because of my cash, or does the amount of money I have affect the way that they feel about me? Because as soon as your emotions and stuff are attached to the paycheck, for me personally, then I can't be with that person at all, like at all. Because now it becomes a respect thing. If you look at it from a sense of, I just want to see, some people attach it to your level. They'd be like, you're this level of person because you're getting this level of paycheck. Or someone will like you more because you have this amount of money. Then what happens if something happens financially? You know, or you need to lend someone some cash, you know what I mean? And then it's like, you're not my type anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bit, the financial thing is tricky because also the way we're brought up, you know what I mean? The whole thing of the man must be the provider, etc., etc. I'm happy society is stepping away from that right now.
I don't even care about money really, I don't.
Yeah, I like, for me it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I like you the way you are, you know, regardless of cash. I never think about the money thing. If I'm digging you, then cool. But if I can say it's something that's so important to you that you need to know, because if you need to know, as in it informs your decision whether or not to stick with me or not, then it's a bit dicey, dog. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you looking for a provider?
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, like for me, it's dicey. Like, it's dicey. It's never been something important to me at all. But like, I can understand why you'd want to know.
Yeah, for me, it's important because it also helps you at the same time.
How so?
Whether I am what you're looking for financially, which is important in the long run. Because if we're dating, especially if you're dating me, from day one it's serious. You know what I mean? From day one it's serious. I'm marrying you from that day that we start dating. You know, that's my goal.
Mentally, that's the goal. Yeah,
that is my goal. And in order to achieve that goal, we need to go through all these things. And let's get the hardest conversation out the way. Let's get the money talk out the way.
I want to ask you something. If she isn't earning much, could you date her?
Yeah.
So does that mean that it doesn't matter?
What her answer is? It does matter because at the same time, with that conversation, it's about looking at trajectory, right? So what does 5 years from now financially look like for us?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What if 5 years from now it's an ambitious goal, but right now it doesn't look great?
I mean, then we work on it. I mean, like, goals are goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We work on it. Maybe we'll get halfway to that goal. Maybe we'll get the full way to that goal.
Okay.
With her?
Yeah.
Being broke?
Yeah.
Okay. But what if she's broke and just not...
Then you're not gonna be with
like
you,
she just wants to be like literally,
and that's because it gives me the option to
as well
understand
to see where you at. Yeah.
That okay, cool. You're not really about getting your own money. I'm not expecting you to make millions.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't want to make millions, that's fine.
That's on you.
That is okay.
That's on you.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But then let's achieve.
No, that's cool.
Let us achieve.
I like that then. Okay.
I think I'd only ask to see where your head's at, not necessarily to know what you made.
I don't need personally I don't need the number exactly. It only becomes an exact thing when we do need to start splitting responsibilities.
Of course.
Because the deeper it gets, that's when it's like, cool, how much can you actually do? That's for me when I start
100%.
But if you're not there, later. The second one was, does relationship sex have to differ from marriage sex?
I'm not married, so I can't really tell you. But no,
I'm sorry, but keep that energy. I think I'm coming from the perspective of when I guess the things that I see, not like I see people, but the things that I see like online of the whole thing. The whole thing of there's this meme I guess that's going around of let me say a woman that's looking raggedy, right? In her home clothes. It doesn't look bad, but you can see that she hasn't you know what I mean? She hasn't prepared herself for stuff. But then the meme says, you know what? I can look like this, but I know I'm still gonna get something because I'm married.
Like that already,
you know what I'm saying? That's exactly my point. My point is, it's the same thing with the conversation we had in terms of the physical catfishing. You better keep up the same energy throughout. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed me this lie now. Because now if you get lazy, because he's not going anywhere. I'm in this end. Then it's like, you know what I mean?
So niggas cheat. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna bring that energy. Yeah. But that's honestly some niggas actually just start doing stupid things.
So for me, you better keep up that energy. It must stay the same. It needs to stay the same. So I wouldn't say it should be different. Maybe in terms of your comfortability, but not in terms of your effort.
Or maybe take things slow.
Slow how?
Like during the dating, just take it gradually. Then with the marriage, make things start to explode. Maybe that could be an option that you could take through. It's like,
Okay, but it
let's
just
not
mustn't
do
go down.
everything in,
It must
you know,
go
because I mean, it's like Tibu had said earlier on with the previous question, is that sex has its ups and its downs. You know, one day will be a great day. Next day
of
will
course.
be like,
Because
Yeah, of
emotions,
course.
life,
That.
everything.
Yeah,
is
all of
happening.
it. It's-
you know what I mean?
of
So
course.
it's like, let's not put that pressure on. Like, yo, we need to still maintain.
I mean, keep
No,
it dynamic.
no, not like that.
Keep it like slow dynamic. You know, like you know how you randomly spoil your partner, so you can just keep it going. Like,
Do that.
make sure it's consistent
Is
in the
it?
in the
It mustn't be
relationship.
scheduled,
But it shouldn't be
yeah.
scheduled. But like, make it random. Sometimes like spoil it, throw some rose petals. Sometimes
Yeah,
go to the
vibrator.
That's what I'm
kitchen.
saying,
Sometimes
you know?
bring whatever you need. Like,
Get a vibrator.
No, I'm sorry.
Maybe
I
that
just,
could-
no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It just came. So I was like, oh, okay.
No, spice it up.
But spice it up. But basically, it should not change at all. It
shouldn't
be
go down.
100%. Are you guys catering to each other's needs in the long run?
If you go to a restaurant and the first time you have the food, it's amazing. But as you keep going there, the food quality goes down. Are you gonna keep going to that restaurant?
That's kind of tough. Just get door straps, you know, the sweet things. Gradual,
Sweet.
man.
Because do men have a biological clock when it comes to having children?
Go to Google.
Nigga, I don't know.
We actually do. We actually do.
Like, what?
We do though. We do. I know we're not doctors.
Come on.
Hey, but who knows? Hey, next thing we out here with
System
codes.
offline.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
right.
But
You would
anyways,
say.
men actually do. We're not fertile 100% like our whole lifespan. Literally, the older we do get, we start to shoot blanks. We start to become less fertile around about our 40s, 50s, like women. Not as drastic as women. Women, it's much sooner. They start obviously like
Menopause.
like 30s where it's already starting to shake. You know, we're actually supposed to be having kids in our 20s. We are supposed to be having kids in our 20s and sooner. But who got money for that? Ain't nobody got racks for that or the time. We just too busy for that. But at the same time, yeah, men don't. It's very easy for us when it comes to that. I mean, imagine making a kid at, I don't know, like 35. I feel like we'd
As
be
a guy.
like you'd be a bit far. I mean, think
Nah.
of it wouldn't be that bad.
Not even in my prime.
When do you actually want kids?
Me.
Do you want to be an old guy?
Like 30 something.
That's what I'm saying, though. But like, you don't have that pressure because, like, you'll still be shooting, though. You'll be shooting for a while. But
Unless
Yeah.
your lifestyle.
Oh yeah, sure, man. Like if you're unhealthy,
then
If you're unhealthy,
Then the
if
sooner-
you within Bev, like heavily,
yeah,
you know,
it'll fix, yeah.
check your sperm. You know, like look at your sperm, the quality of your sperm. Get into
No,
that.
yeah,
shit.
whatever
these are
message you
doctors,
have.
man.
You know what I mean?
PhD.
If that thing is runny, my boy.
I already know what the
slow
thumbnail's
down.
gonna. I know what the thumbnail's gonna look like.
You know, slow down. If it's yellowing, hey, get that stuff checked.
Yellowing?
Yeah.
Damn,
If there's
nigga.
blood on it, hey.
Blood?
Oh
buddy.
yeah, I saw that in Geordie Shore. Like a guy was drinking too much and he started to piss blood. Like it happens. Like watch out,
Yo,
guys.
take care of
Lifestyle.
yourself.
Lifestyle. Lifestyle. Go to a doctor.
Yeah, you get checked
It's
out,
important to know these things. Like legit.
bro. Wow.
Like it really is important.
And that
to
thing
know
is
these
yellow,
things.
dog.
Yeah.
Ah, you should be worried.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for all the questions that you guys have asked us. I hope we gave satisfying replies. But yeah, we will do our best to even, I don't know, we'll bring it up. Please ask us even more questions out there. I personally appreciated the male fertility question. We're not doctors, we're not qualified for any things like that. But I don't know, I feel like verbal feedback bangs sometimes, man. It can be
Talk
very
to
funny.
your medical practitioner.
Please keep it coming and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. We have many big plans for this thing, but obviously it will all come when it comes. And just keep it going, guys. Just keep liking, sharing, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your
Tell
friends,
your mama.
tell your friends who are struggling out there in their, I don't know, late age,
Hey.
like they might need to.
Hey,
Hey, we don't know. Hey, but peace.